Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With that, let's head over to Raymond James Stadium in Tampa for the call of this one. We bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm Brandon Godden. As always, by my side is Charles Davis. So the final tune-up for the regular season, and probably not going to really see much starter action out here in this one, are we?
You're right. Not much in the way of starters, key veterans, key backups, but the guys who have to make the team, struggling for those few spots that are open, we'll see them the entire time. But you and I both know this as well. There will be a surprise cut or two from guys who didn't actually play in this game tonight thinking that they were safe.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On first down, Daniel. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They'll look to throw. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Cut. 5.
On second down, it's Daniel, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Now from back at the 5, this is third and goal. Looking to throw, and it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone, and now it'll be fourth and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Gay's kick is good, and the Bucs take a... So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Now a give right side. It's Daniel. He cuts right sideline in some space. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Off play action. Fitzgerald. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So it's challenge time. The referee's tablet coming out, and the big question, Charles, did that football break the plane to the goal line?
They just need any part of the ball to cross the goal line in order for it to count. Remember, it's got to be indisputable, though. Sometimes we think it's going to be there. We can't really find it on the tablet. So we'll see what the final call is going to be.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Ready?
On first down, Fitzgerald and break. The tight end's got it. Now they can't bring him down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A final shot before break. Fitzgerald, he's going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
In our game, the starters are long gone, but still some intrigue to see guys trying to make a late roster push as we get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume. 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the third quarter. Off the play fake. Fitzgerald. Wide open receiver complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Justin Watson. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the third quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He's got a first down and more past the 30 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And now, a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep. And look at this, it's a fake, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trick. We are in the 4th and final quarter, as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, there he goes right side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo.
Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? Throwing on first down. Fitzgerald. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Watson. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Jones breaking from the contact. And he works free. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And they take a knee.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Here we go, T. Here I come. Here I come.
And
57's the mic.
what?
57's the mic. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Bring it. Bring it.
Put up.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee.
Let's go. Let's go.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.